Hi everybody, this is Cheyenne. Welcome back. This is with Sugarmoon. How are you guys all doing? I hope that you guys are all having a beautiful day, night, wherever you guys may be in the world. And I hope that you guys are making sure to take care of your energy as such. Okay, so today I'm going to jump in and kind of talk about, what's going on with the astrology as far as energy update wise. And then I'm going to reference pretty much what's gonna be coming up next as far as we're moving from Taurus season now that we've left Aries season, etc. So okay, so happy Earth Day, by the way, Mother Gaia Day. It's the celebration of the divine feminine, so woo woo. Okay, and it's also the start of Taurus season as well as the new moon in Taurus tonight. So there's so much that's going on, so much energy that's popping off as well. But I just want to say like a quick shout out to divine feminines out there, and the divine feminine energy that we hold within all of us and within all things, etc. So it's pretty much a celebration of Mother Earth and being thankful for her and the things that she provides and the love and care that she continues to show us regardless of the amount that we take from her. Okay, and it's recognizing that it's all about that give and receive type of energy and being open to her healing, etc. So you might feel very emotional around this time. You might purge out a few tears here and there, but it's okay. And especially since it's the new moon, it's all about bringing that new energy in and new beginnings, etc. So just like full moons are all about releasing and letting go, new moon is about bringing new things in. Okay, also keep in mind that new moon, since it's really dark and everything like that, it's great for shadow work, etc., and also dark magic. So I would be very careful out there. Make sure that you're staying protected. Make sure you have like black tourmaline on you, or just have protection around, around the new moon, because that's when usually a lot of people who misuse magic tend to misuse it around this time, around the new moon. Okay, so be careful about that. So stay on top of your self-care as such and just stay grounded and you'll be okay. But yeah, and then right now I want to say a quick thank you to the Divine Masculine Ascended Masters for the teachings that they showed us within the Aries season. Okay, it's all about the Emperor in the Aries season and all about Aries and that fiery, passionate energy. But now it's time to cool off, it's time to ground, it's time to come back to earth now. So it's all about that divine feminine ascended masters that are coming through and they're making their appearance known. So for example, divine masculine ascended masters would be like people who know like Jesus or Jah, Osiris, who's Egyptian as well. We also have others like there's many more. Okay, and then with divine feminine right now, ascended masters like Mary Magdalene, and then also Isis, which is the counterpart of Osiris, etc., like Oshun, Mother Yemoja, Oya, everything. But it's just recognition of the power within and realizing that inner goddess, inner god, Titan, that type of feeling, like feeling embracing your higher self, and essentially. So it's kind of like the integration phase right now. So don't be surprised if you're jumping in and out of divine masculine energy or in divine feminine energy. It's normal to switch, especially when you're going through that alignment stage. Okay, so heavy chakra activations as well, especially solar plexus and throat. But since it's divine feminine, we're the rulers of the higher chakras, which basically is the crown, the third eye, the throat, and you guys are connected at the heart, basically, the divine masculine, divine feminine. And then the divine masculine rules the lower chakra regions, which is again the heart, which is what you share, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Okay, but you guys pretty much have the exact same chakras. It works the exact same way. It's just I'm saying like which ones predominantly rules over which. So you guys are having all of those activated. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I'm gonna tie into kind of the animals that I've been seeing for animal totems. I like to connect with animals. Spirit likes to show me animals as well. Mind you, I am intuitive reader as far as like using tools and stuff like that for divination, but I am medium gifted, meaning that I can pretty much channel from the divine, straight from source, straight from spirit. So I'm constantly just talking to basically, I always say as a joke I talk to dead people, but for them they always say quit telling them I'm dead, because they're not necessarily dead. They say that I'm more alive than I am than I was here, so it's just a joke. But for real, that's pretty much how I've been doing this since I was a young girl and everything like that. My gifts turned off and then it came back on once I had my initial awakening, okay, which wasn't too long ago, a couple years ago. So, alright, so animals, I've been seeing quite a bit. I did reference that feline characters or feline animals are more so the divine feminine energy within us, and as well as canine energy is more the divine masculine energy within us, okay? So keep that in mind. I've been seeing a lot of tigers, which, yeah, a lot of tigers, which is so funny because whenever I see a tiger, it makes me think of the divine masculine energy more so than the divine feminine, but you know how you guys are, you know, you mirror one another, you guys bounce off of, or both pretty much, you're both divine masculine, divine feminine. Just more so what is it that you seem to teeter-totter onto as far as like the most. But tigers I've been seeing quite a bit. Representation of the stripes, etc., and strength. Also, I've been seeing a lot of cheetahs as well, which is representation of the divine feminine energies, and as well as bunnies. So, bunnies is also the divine feminine energy as well. So it's all about that fertile energy, like new beginnings coming in, as well as gifts, etc., and possibly birth. So be careful if you guys don't want to get pregnant, but if so, then, you know, I always say bunny hop on, you know, have fun. I've been seeing a lot of dolphins and whales, of course, and turtles, which is representation of that Atlantis energy that I've been seeing. So I make mentions of that, but I want to mention a little bit more about the dolphin spirit, because dolphins have been making themselves really well known, like that ties into the divine feminine energy within us all. And so pretty much teaching us how to be more playful, how to connect more with our inner child in a way. So, and I also see dolphins as pretty much the birds of the ocean. So I see them as, if they were a land animal, it would probably be a bird, because the way that they sing and talk and communicate, as well as the way that they swim, to me, I always view them as like the birds of the sea. So that's kind of symbolic, alright? But yeah, butterflies representing new beginning, coyotes, which is the divine masculine energy, which is like sneaky kind of behavior, but kind of ties into the fox, but it's misunderstood, mind you, so misunderstood characters. As far as like birds, eagles and hawks, mainly eagles, I always reference that, so go ahead and watch my previous videos if you know what I mean. I've been seeing a lot of white owls as well, which represents the divine feminine energy, as well as intuitive, like intuition, high priestess energy, like hidden knowledge, as well as a black horse and a white horse. Now, typically I always state that I see the white horse, which for me represents like the divine masculine energy, but the black horse is coming in, which is the divine feminine energy. So I'm seeing that yin and yang tying into right now, as well as German shepherds. Now, specifically, I always say dogs, but I've been getting very specific synchronicities. I've been seeing a lot of golden retrievers, German shepherds, and black labs. So I don't know if that ties into anything, but it does tie into the loyalty, the divine masculine energy, the unconditional love, etc. So, as well as seeing crickets. So we all know that crickets are considered kind of lucky, like the lucky cricket. So I've been seeing and hearing a lot of cricket noises, as well as koalas. Now I know that there was like a lot going on, especially with, you know, going on in Australia from the summer, like last year. There was a lot going on, as well as the beginning of this year with fires and stuff. So my heart and, you know, my prayers go out to Australia, as well as the animals that were affected within the forest fires and as such. But right now they're showing a lot of koalas. So there's something going on as far as Australia goes, and I'm pretty sure that probably is a grid point, or an area in which you go to as far as to receive DNA activations, right? So something that activates something within you. For your ascension process. And then I've been seeing a lot of giraffes, which is about seeing from a different point of view, a change of perspective, as well as seeing from a higher perspective. And it also, for me, it represents like someone who really has height. Like right now, there's this energy, or this DM energy, that's been visiting me within the astral realm, within the sleep, and I've been noticing that he is very tall, and so I'm noticing that, I don't know if it's, I think it is mainly on the DM's end, but there's like something about height factor, like someone being extremely like tall, a little bit abnormally tall than most people, but it's not so much to the point where it's like, whoa. But it does stand out. You can't miss it, that type of thing. So kind of like, I don't know. I've just been seeing like a height factor or a height difference. So, yeah. And then I've been seeing a lot of hummingbirds as well. A lot of humming. It kind of ties into like that singing and that throat chakra. And mind you, the Taurus is a ruler of the neck. We just left Aries, which is the ruler of the head and the crown. So we're into Taurus, which is the ruler of the neck. So a lot of that throat chakra, speaking your truth, you know, kind of Archangel Michael, or like people coming in as far as like having that sword of truth. So a lot of sword energy, okay? So yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys want to know about previous animals that I've been seeing, go ahead and check out my previous videos. I will be listed in the description box below, as well as my other ways, like my other social media like Instagram, etc. And oh, also I have a channeled twin flame music playlist, which is messages between the divine masculine and divine feminine energy. So if you guys want to receive channeled messages between that, go ahead and head there in the box below as well. And also I just opened up a brand new meditation and sleep playlist, which is pretty much music, high frequency music that I listen to in order for me to help meditate and sleep. So go ahead and check that out as well. That is in my playlist section. I don't really list that in the description box, so it's in my channel. Okay, so let me see. They're mentioning dragons right now, so we've been getting a lot of dragon synchronicities as far as the collective wise. A lot of people have been connecting with dragons on this journey. Okay, dragons is all about protection, like ultimate protection and guidance, okay? And also, dragons are higher dimensional beings. They're not typically within this plane. They're a lot higher than the 5D. In fact, they go all the way up to like the 8D on up, you know? So there's a lot more dimensions than what I talk about on here necessarily. So they're up there, okay? And then there's a lot that, it's not all dragons per se that are up, that are higher vibrational. There's some that are part of the draconian race, and I won't tie into that, but that's more of a lower vibrational type of energy. But again, like I say, I don't believe all dragons are bad or anything, that all something is bad, okay? But dragons, they are saying a lot of red and blue and yellow, so I feel like that's a lot of fire, water, and air elements that are coming in, which confused me because we're in an earth sign right now, but I'm guessing that's creating more balance if those types of dragons are coming in as well to balance all of that out, okay? But they're giving me this show. If you guys watch anime, you guys know Yona of the Dawn, and that has all like the bow and arrow synchronicities as well. But I feel like this kind of ties into the journey as well as a divine feminine journey. I did mention with divine masculines, the Treasure Planet one was a great coming of age story for divine masculines in particular. But this one right here, Yona of the Dawn, I feel like is great character development for divine feminines. And it also has a bunch of dragons. Like she has 4 dragons that protect her: fire, earth, water, and air. So they all are her guides pretty much and try to get her to her destination. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, check out Yona of the Dawn. There might be messages in there for you. Okay. And then frogs. I've been seeing a lot of frogs, which is taking leaps forward. Okay. And then they're saying mention Black Panther, which ties into the Black Cat synchronicities, okay? So it's like that divine feminine energy, power coming in. Okay, so that was a lot for the animal totems. I'm going to jump into the numerology. The things I've been seeing the most is 111, 222, 333, which is kind of like the divine feminine ascended masters coming in, 444, divine masculine ascended masters, as well as angelic beings. And I've been seeing 888 and 1010, 1111, 717, 144, and 1122. Okay, so the 111, which is the new beginnings, 222, which is like all about balance and that dualistic type of thing, as well as that gives me that 2 of Cups type of energy, so reconciliation. 333, which is fertility, ascended masters, as well as manifestation as well, so birthing new beginnings. 444, I did mention of the angelic beings, as well as balance and also of the mind, body, and soul. It's pay attention also to your house, which is your temple. So making sure that you're getting your health right as well. That's very important. The 717 for me represents kind of like that spiritual number, like how sevens are very like that spiritual awakening type of number. And for me, it represents the 7th chakra, which is the crown, receiving downloads from the crown, as well as mirrored numbers. Okay, and 717 also represents for me the physical representation of the union of the twins, which is the divine feminine, divine masculine union. Okay, as you guys are always in union. Okay, separation is only an illusion. All right, so and then the 888, which is that abundance, wealth, prosperity energy, as well as the lucky infinite sign, which is also a twin flame symbol as well. So the end is the beginning is the end. You know, when one door closes, another one opens, that type of thing. So so it's kind of like that circle of life. And then the 1010, which is the end of a cycle, which is the start of a new one, kind of ties into the 888. Okay. And then 8 also represents Leo energy as well as the heart chakra. So, yes. And then 144, which is the 144,000 light workers that you see, pretty much biblical. You know, if you guys believe in biblical and, you know, you're tying into that term, okay, so I always say that it's important to study both religion and spirituality. That way you know that it's connected. You know, everything's all connected. There's no, like I said, no such thing as separation. It's pretty much different things but on the same coin, if that makes sense. But, however, I don't really necessarily agree with forced religion, or as far as the religion that we're trying to basically destroy, as far as to build a new foundation off of. So you get, like Spirit says, for 2020, you're going to see the fall of religion come about. Like, people are going to move from religion type of religious beliefs and go more into a spiritualist type thing. So that's kind of like ties into that Atlantis and Lemuria stuff that I've been getting, because that's part of the Starseeds as well as the stars that I've been seeing. But Atlantis was more of a time period which they were more alchemists. They were more into the alchemy science type of thing, right, as far as that goes. But Lemuria was known as more of a shamanistic type of place, more of the southern region. Atlantis was more in the north, you know, Atlantic Ocean region. But Lemuria was more like working with the earth, working with Mother Nature, while as the other one was more about learning to transmute that into something else. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they guided me to just pop that in real fast, but I guess that ties into something. Okay, so let me see. Music and books to listen to that Spirit has been recommending, I'm going to list this in the box below as well, is Let Me Be Your Wings by Thumbelina. So if you guys know what Thumbelina is, that is such an OG movie. Oh my gosh. But for some reason, the whole theme with the snow melting and the fairies and then the coming of spring, because remember I said what happens when snow melts? It becomes what? Spring. So not water, not oceans, but it becomes spring. So it's the change of seasons. And then Let Me Be Your Wings ties into like that masculine, divine masculine energy that I'm seeing. They're kind of like, we're all at different stages, but I'm seeing this collective that I'm tying into, they've been in a very romantic, lovey-dovey type of mood, but then they like fall down into anger, but then they go back up, and then it's just, then I feel crying energy. So I feel like both counterparts are crying and releasing tears, okay, especially symbolic with all this rain that just hit us, right? Because, you know, April showers bring May flowers. So it's good. So these are good signs that I'm seeing right now. And then as well as I Am Moana, Song of the Ancestors. So this is great for the divine feminine and divine masculine. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter the gender either. You know, energy is fluid, so take what does and, you know, throw the rest. But I Am Moana, Song of the Ancestors. And it's great for knowing your worth and who you truly are, okay? Moana is great, all about realizing who you really are underneath it all, okay? And answering to the call, to the call of your heart, your voice, your purpose, okay? Okay. And then they are saying that the Twilight series, the eclipse, I have it right here. Okay. So, I have the Twilight series. Don't judge me, okay? Don't come for my life. I like these books more than the actual series, okay? So the movie series. So right now, this right here, they're saying there's something to do with the eclipse season going on, and I've been getting a lot of eclipse synchronicities as well. It says, in the dead silence, all the details suddenly fell into place for me with a burst of intuition. Something Edward didn't want me to know. Something that Jacob wouldn't have kept from me. It was never going to end, was it? And so I'm like, wait a second. Now this for me represents the red string of fate, okay? Which is like the string that's connecting two souls into one, alright? And then I'm seeing that there's this snow theme going on. I don't know what that is. I know that that's pretty much the energy that we're feeling right now, which is that coldness, the stillness, things that are not moving per se. It's kind of like that shadowy scorpion death energy that we're going through right now. But we're about to give life to a brand new beginning, so it's not going to last too long, okay? So, okay, so. Let's see. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, guys. I'm sorry, but there's a lot that they want me to tie into. Been receiving a lot of otter synchronicities as well. So otters, which represent the, you know, they are very loving creatures, and when they find a mate, it's like they mate kind of like for life. So it's kind of cute, like the way that they float on their back and their dynamics, their family dynamics that they have. They're very family oriented as well. And otters are very loving, unconditionally loving creatures, okay? So I feel like they've been showing me a lot of otters, which represents like that new love aspect, okay? So also representation of Venus, since she's in Gemini right now and Mars is in Aquarius. Venus representing divine feminine energy, she's going to be going into retrograde in Gemini for a while now. She's going to be in there for quite a bit, okay? I think for like 4 weeks, if I'm correct or not. Yeah, so she's going to be in there for quite a bit. And the thing is that you might be tempted to jump into relationships right away. But I want you to take your time and use discernment and make sure you balance between using your logic and your heart, okay? But when regarding love, I always say choose your heart. But don't act stupid now, okay? Like that's how spirits say. Don't throw all the things that you guys learned out the window. They're saying when Venus is in retrograde, just take things slowly. Don't rush into something, okay? Just enjoy the ride, you know? Because we divine feminines, for me in particular, I know, especially since it's in my chart, I want to rush into something, right? Especially with that Aries energy that we're trying to get away from. It's all of that impulsiveness. So you kind of want to jump in right away, but it might backfire. So make sure that you're using extreme discernment when making decisions regarding relationships around this time, okay? But I don't want that to scare anybody. Just do whatever you feel is right, boo-boo. That's all I say. Okay, but they're letting me know that, like, be careful of that since Venus is now going to be in retrograde, or it has already been in retrograde. I've been receiving a lot of, what was it? As far as flower synchronicities go, of course I always say roses and, you know, pink tulips and all of that jazz, and I've been connecting most with cherry blossoms and lavender. So cherry blossoms, which is like that divine feminine energy again, pink, which is unconditional love, okay, and then lavender, which is like that calming peace, like sleep type of thing, so it gives me that crown chakra purple type of feeling and the need to relax and to release stress. So yeah, and then again, I've been seeing ship synchronicities as far as like transportation goes, and trains and cars and planes, which is representation of long distance, as well as the want and the need to travel or to go to certain places, whether that be like grid points, etc. But the fact is that since a lot of people can't travel around this quarantine, like a lot of people are feeling that constricted type of feeling, okay? Been seeing a lot of dream catchers, so pay attention to your dreams around this time, alright? Could be messages being received, more downloads. Connecting a lot with seashells. Been seeing a lot of wings and feathers. I've been seeing red apples, which represents taking the red pill as well as waking up, as well as that Adam and Eve apples reference, as well as the divine feminine choosing to wake up first and the divine masculine choosing to wake up afterwards. You know, so they say. But for me, it represents the matrix, waking up, you know, wake up Neo, that type of thing. So, let me see. Rings. Been seeing a lot of rings, representation of commitment, contracts, marriage. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of portal synchronicities as well. So, like, you know, people don't know that, like, dream catchers are kind of like portals as well as like pentagrams, or, you know, certain areas, like certain numbers are portals, like 1111. You know, but I just feel like there's a big, we've already walked into a huge portal when we walked into the 444 portal, because we're in that right now. But for me, I feel like there's another portal that Spirit is trying to make it known, but they're not giving me a lot of information about it. But there's something going on about an opening and the closing. So, and then they gave me that Harry Potter reference, if people know what I'm talking about, with the Sorcerer's Stone. Or I don't know if it's the Sorcerer's Stone. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know, Sorcerer's Stone. I don't know if is there something significant about that? Okay. But they kept referencing, I open at the close. So it's that Horcrux, the portal, something. And I know the Sorcerer's Stone is one of the Horcruxes, right? And then the Elder Wand, and then the cloak. So, does that make like a triangle? Like this? I don't know. I don't freaking know. I'll look more into that, okay? Because Spirit's not giving me much. They're just letting me hang on. Like, God. And then the pyramids. So, I don't know if that ties into the pyramids, because I know that there possibly is. I know pyramids are a gridlock point, but I know there's possibly a portal within the pyramids. Because, you know, when I was talking about the triangle, and then the Bermuda Triangle, they're referencing as well. I feel like I'm skimming the surface, but they're not letting me enter it. And then they said something about Lionsgate. Lionsgate. That's what they keep repeating. Lionsgate. Okay. Alright. So, another symbol that they've been showing me is binoculars. So I feel like someone's watching. Like watching from afar. Like binoculars. Something, like, I know Spirit is watching. Like watching your every move. But I feel like this ties into the journey as well, right? Lurking type of energy. It's not sinister. It's not like sinister. I'm not feeling anything negative. It's more like, it's not like the one where you have to call and a 911 and get a restraining order. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, this is more so like, I'm seeing, like, I'm feeling like that Tupac reference, all eyes on me type of energy. All eyes on me. You know, that type of thing. So, I don't know. And then, I don't know why they keep making me, it's like they're touching my head, my crown. Like, I don't know. Yeah. And then rocking horses, which ties into the horse synchronicities as well. But that ties into like kid synchronicities, children. And I did used to own a rocking horse as a child as well. And it was my favorite thing. I was that horse chick back then. But now, sadly, I'm allergic to horses. And it's so weird. But I love horses so much. But I'm allergic to them. It sucks. And then another symbol that they've been showing me is arcades and a fair. So like arcade and like a fair. You know, when you go like Ferris wheels and all these different rides, and then they have all these booths and food and everything like that. So they're showing me arcades, like playing energy, like, which to me I feel like it's kind of like a symbol for me. I think that that's a perfect date idea. Like for as a person like me, like I would want to go on a date, like at an arcade or a place where you can actually play and have fun and scream your head out, you know, and be competitive. But then that's just the fire sign like aspect within me, you know. But you know, so they're just showing me a lot of like arcade and at nighttime type of synchronicity. So I don't know if that ties into something like getting a lot of nighttime visions, like things happening at night. I know the freaks come out at night. So I don't know. It's just, and also night, which represents the divine feminine energy, right? The moon. Things that are hidden. You know, things that you can't see just yet. Okay, so alright, so I'm just going to end this there. I'm going to jump in and do like a quick reading for my starseeds and my twin flames, okay? Okay, so, and see what Spirit has to say or give out any messages for the collective. But I'm definitely going to look more into that portal type of thing that I've been getting. Like they just threw out a lot of information just now, so I'm going to really look that up, okay, and see what I can find, alright? But other than that, if you guys can find something and tie a little bit more information to what I'm talking about, it would be much appreciated in the comments below, okay? So, much love to you guys. Stay safe. I'm going to jump in. Hey guys, okay, so welcome back. If you guys are coming from the previous clip, part 1, where I was channeling and talking straight from Spirit and talking about the astrology update, then kudos, hi. If not, if you guys just came here and you just skipped to, you know, with the timestamp below, then hello as well. So everything that I was talking about before in the channeled version is going to tie into this reading that I'm doing now. Today is Mother Gaia Day, and as well as the new moon in Taurus. So I did do a reading previously on this energy, so go ahead and check on the box below and that will be provided there. So okay, I'm going to jump in for my star seeds as well as my twin flames, because keep in mind twin flames are very like old, you know, old soul, and it's just a term, okay? It's just a term that us humans have given it. Like, I don't think necessarily Spirit really references or calls it that, okay? It's just a label. There's a lot more than just twin flames. There's violet flames, there's blue flames, there's like many different flames out there, okay? So it's just whatever resonates, and it may not resonate for everybody, so just throw the rest. When I do call out certain signs, doesn't mean it has to be in your chart, but it's just the overall energy that I'm feeling, okay? And also keep in mind that divine feminine, divine masculine does not pertain to any genders. Energy is fluid, okay? So try not to make anything fit. So I'm going to do charms as well as cards. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the tarot, as always, my classic tarot. Guys, hope you guys are treating yourself to a marvelous, relaxing self-care day, you know? You guys deserve it. Make sure that you're staying on top. Oh my gosh, again with the Ace of Wands and something fast, like a fast new beginning coming in. So, I'm asking my spirit guides, my angels, and my ancestors to come from the highest good, come in. Right, messages for the overall collective. Loving messages and advice. So I'm going to tap into the divine masculine, divine feminine energy as well, since what I was saying is twin flames, since they are such old souls. Starseeds are also, they kind of have starseed origins as well, so so this kind of ties into one another, because you share past lives, okay, past lives that tie into, like, say for instance Atlantis, ancient Kemet, Antaka, Lemuria, even outside of the system, which is Sirius, Pleiades, Arcturian, Starseeds. Even Starseeds that we don't even recognize and know and don't even have names for. There's also blueprinters, they said. Okay, so the first thing that popped out is the High Priestess, which is that, okay, this is that 2 energy, as well as that High Priestess energy I was talking about with the owls that I was receiving. So this is like that duality, like balancing of the divine masculine, divine feminine energy within. You see the dualistic, as well as I said ancient knowledge, hidden knowledge deep within. So divine, I'm seeing that there's like I've had a previous video of tapping into ancient knowledge, so that's also, I guess I'll link that in the comments. But that they're saying that kind of reference to what I'm talking about. Why do I feel so out of breath? Like I just ran a marathon. What the heck? Whew. Okay, so Ace of Swords and the 8 of Swords. So this is what I was talking about with the sword energy, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is more of like my Taurus energy that I'm feeling right here, and we are in the season of Taurus. So this really ties into what I'm talking about. And as well as the Taurus new moon. So right now we're feeling quite trapped, which is just an illusion. So the divine, which is Archangel Michael, your archangels, as well as spirit guides, whoever that you pray to is coming in to help, a lending hand to cut yourself free. Also to recognize that you are the sword. You have the power to cut yourself free, to wake yourself up, pretty much to really remove the mask. So it's all about seeing past the illusion, seeing to just truth. So it's like that 4D energy that's coming in right now, as well as that 444 that I'm receiving from this. Okay, and then I see like the crown synchronous, like receiving downloads from the crown. Okay, and being able to speak your truth, use that throat chakra in a healthy way. Okay, so, oh my gosh, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups, so we have both aces right here, what? The truth of the matter is that there's love, okay? And possibly a new love offer coming in, or offer a commitment, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be connecting with white birds, like white doves, etc. I'm also seeing, like, for me, I don't really go by the cards as well, but I'm seeing lotuses, so the representation of growth, something growing from the mud underneath. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clarify with the Gilded Reverie Lenormand Expanded Edition. So, cutting yourself free, having the power, the inner power to cut yourself free, following your intuition, what your intuition is saying, rather than what your thoughts are. So it's like no more to the overthinking, you know, being caught up in your thoughts, okay? It's about going within and using your intuition. Okay, I don't know what the heck that was. Number 4. Remember when I said the 444 energy I was referring to? Ooh. So this is the house. And King of Hearts, which is like that King of Cups energy that I'm feeling right now. I don't know why. But the 4, I'm seeing the house, which represents your temple, getting your mind, body, and soul right, okay? Balancing within. Also knocking out the old foundation in order to build a new foundation, okay? So the cutting out of the old in order to welcome the new is what I'm seeing. Building, finding stability, okay, grounding yourself, so it's all about getting out in nature and meditating if you need to, or connecting with nature as well as crystals, connecting with the earth, flowers, water, you know. Even, they said, even going outside and planting your feet on the grass just barefoot will help with grounding. Okay, so clarification, what's going on with, okay. Guys, remember when I was talking about a loving offer with, remember when I said the Ace of Cups earlier with the tarot deck that I had? Where was that? Let me go bring that back out, this mug back out. This is what I'm seeing, okay? 9 is also almost at the completion point. It is also my Divine Feminine energy card. And this is the Queen. So I feel like there's a gift coming in, or like someone wants to hand a gift out. The receiving of a gift. Also a love offer, okay? And I did mention that I've been seeing pink tulips quite a bit, which representation of spring. So, okay. Oh my gosh, at the bottom of the deck we have the Fox, which is 14, which is 5, okay? And then remember I said Fox is the Divine Masculine energy, so it's all about like that sneaky behavior, things going on behind the scenes that you don't see, okay? Because why? You're blindfolded. That's why it's important to go within and just see through truth, rather than use your intuition rather than ego, okay? But I'm seeing that they are misunderstood, so don't misunderstand that it's just negative that's going on. There could be something ruminating or being in the works right now. Spirit is saying, because usually things that take longer tend to be a bigger gift, bigger surprise. So I'm saying that there might be a surprise factor in this. Okay, one more, and then I'll move on to the Spirit Animal deck. As far as going on with the journey. I don't know why they're telling me the ring. Oh. Okay. But look, oh my gosh, they're showing me, okay. But look, the 8, which is the Scorpio energy, and I did reference a little bit of the ancient Kemet, the Starseeds, that I was referencing to. So You guys could have a connection with ancient Kemet, which is old Egypt, okay? Basically Egypt back in the day. And 8 is that infinity sign, which is, yes, the end is the beginning's the end. So you guys, this is not your first rodeo. You're not your first life. So you guys are connecting with the past life. I'm also seeing this is that death, Scorpio energy that I was referring to, as well as protection, because we have the Ankh right here, which is the original cross, as well as the Eye of Horus here. So I'm seeing the third eye awakening, as well as seeing past illusions, seeing through truth. So the awakening of the third eye is what I'm seeing, as well as tapping into ancient knowledge. So Spirit is saying that back then there was ancient texts and books and stuff like that were burned and destroyed in order to hide ancient knowledge and stuff like that. But in order, you can still tap into that as well, as long as you learn to go dive deep within, as well as astral travel. They're saying that something with the Akashic library, like tying into ancient knowledge. And they're also showing me the emerald tablet. So if you guys don't know what that is, go ahead and do some research on that. Okay. And then right here I'm seeing the fish. Oh, guys, I keep seeing the fish. And this is 34. I did mention of seeing 34 or 43, which is reducing to a 7, which is that fish, that 777, hitting the lotto, the jackpot, pretty much. But also it's representation of wealth, prosperity, or abundance, okay? It's also feeling of drowning, feeling like you're underwater, okay? So it's like that Pisces energy, that Neptune energy, like feeling like that illusions, being careful not to fall into the illusions, okay? Because Neptune is in Pisces right now, which is, she's in her sign, so she's in her element. Also, I'm seeing the sequence of 8 and 9. Okay. Cool. So, go ahead and tap into, oh my gosh, I split the deck and it's the white owl and it's the number 40. No freaking way. Guys, I am like freaking out. Remember when I said, if you're seeing the numbers 34 and 43? You guys are mirroring one another, so possibly I'm seeing air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and as well as Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio going on. So, yeah. You see clearly now. So the opening of the crown chakra, seeing past illusions, okay? Also, it's that high priestess energy I was referring to, which is ancient knowledge, okay? Tapping into that crown chakra of yours, that third eye of yours, receiving visions. Your clairvoyancy is heightening, okay? All the clairs are heightening. To feel, to touch, to see, to hear, to sense. Oh my goodness, guys. The dove that I was referring to, be at peace, okay? And then there's the dragonfly spirit, which ties into the truth transcends illusion. Oh my god, guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Truth transcends illusion. Seeing past illusion. If you guys are seeing the numbers 22, 22, 11, 22, or just any 22s, that is the balance that I was talking about. And okay, seeing past just the dualistic mindset. All right. Oh my gosh, the fox. All right, I'm done shuffling. All right, so can I tap into the divine masculine energy? Divine masculine energy. Okay. Oh my god, guys. It's the hawk. Number 32. That is such a beautiful card. I did reference the eagle and hawk earlier. And so they're connecting with birds right now. Per se, I see that for sure. So they're really up in the ethers, or they're diving really deep, okay, below the surface. So they're really tapping in, okay, and waking up. Let spirit be your guide. So they're very connected with their spirit guides and learning about their spirit guides, and you know, learning of their new gifts, or just gifts that they've always had in general, waking to that. And also, I'm seeing that this is representation of communication, as well as that hawk eye, like I have an eye on you. So that ties into like the binoculars, I guess, that I was seeing. So divine feminines, just know the divine masculines could be watching you, whether it be on social media or on the 3D or through, I don't know, animals connecting with you through other source, okay, through the ethers. And then again, at the bottom of the deck, we have the dove, which... if you you guys have seen doves, that's a very big indicator for the Ace of Cups, that loving energy, a message coming through, okay? Could be an actual physical representation of a message, okay? Because I'm seeing that there's a letter right here. And I'm seeing someone really wants to open up the throat chakra and speak their truth, because there's a lot of blue over here. Okay, I'm going to take one more for Divine Masculine. Electric Eel Spirit, number 24. Bring your ideas to life. So right now they're learning to manifest whatever it is that they want within their life, bringing that forth into the physical. So they're manifesting brand new beginnings in their life. And what better timing than to do that now around the new moon, okay? Electric Eel ties into, oh, it's like that lightning type of feeling that I'm getting, like a zap. 24, which reduces to a 6. Which is the Divine Masculine number as well. Also, they could be planning something, ruminating with some ideas and stuff like that, and trying to bring that forth into, like, manifest it from the 5D to the 3D. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Frog. Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. So right now, they're learning to clear out a path to get rid of people, places, and things in order to come forth towards you, okay? In order to make that leap forward. And that's 10, which 28 reduces to a 10, which is all about that completion of a cycle. Okay, so Divine Feminine energy. Can I tap in for the Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine energy. Divine Feminine energy. Oh my goodness, guys. That was not meant to happen. I'm going to go ahead and keep doing that. One more for the Divine Feminine. I just seen the wolf wanted to come out. I just want one more. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of birds. Holy cow. So you guys are connecting through birds right now. So if you could just pay attention to the clairaudient abilities that you're getting. So you guys are probably setting telepathic communication as well as connecting through music. And if you're connecting and seeing crows, that's also tying into the fact that a messenger, right? It's also that co-create with spirits. So Divine Feminines right now are at the 17. You guys are seeing 717 or the number 17. That also ties into that as well. Crow Spirit's all about tying to what is right and what is wrong. And they're also learning to, instead of working against the divine, they're learning to co-create in order to create new beginnings for themselves, whether that's projects, new passions, you know, that type of thing. They're also showing me like a representation of when birds are getting ready to mate with one another, like the Divine Masculine bird or whatever, crow or animal, goes out and, you know, goes and hunts and prepares for things, as well as the Divine Feminine energy, crow, kind of like gathers things for the house to create this brand new home, this new home that they're going to reside in, both of them together. And so she's just pretty much preparing for that family or preparing for that new beginning. So it's more like Divine Feminine's getting prepared, okay? A Nightingale Spirit, which is love is all around. Remembering that co-creating with spirit also revolves around love. This is also 41 reduces to a 5. You guys are mirroring one another with the 5-5 energy. So some change is coming about right now within these connections, okay? Also pay attention to music. I did mention that I have a channel playlist between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energy. So you guys are receiving that from there, as well as crown chakra downloads. So you guys are connecting at the 5D, okay? Not only that, pay attention. It's not just your counterpart who's sending messages, it's also spirit as well, trying to get your attention, Divine Feminine. So pay attention, as you know, pay attention. Try to open up those ear chakras. Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and end this off with the oracle. Also, if you're seeing nightingales, that is that representation of a bird being stuck in a cage, you know, a bird being stuck in a cage, but it's the illusion of that. but setting something free. Something's coming in to set something free, to put an end to this cycle. Okay. Advice from Spirit, both Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Advice from Spirit. And then we'll throw some charms. One more. Okay. Beautiful cards. So the first to pop out was number 3, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. Oh my gosh, it's the white doves and the white birds that we're seeing. You see how the divine is leading you out of this dark tunnel, this dark forest that you've been in. You've been in the dark for quite a while, okay? This journey has been quite a wild one, okay? But you guys have been led and you've been guided all the way through, okay? So just know that that light at the tunnel is coming really fast, a lot faster than you think, okay? So be open to receiving, be open to receiving this new beginning. Also 3, which is that Ascended Masters energy, them coming in to guide you on this journey. And also back to what you love means like find new passions, like whatever that you enjoyed possibly as a child. They're saying as a hint, what you enjoyed as a child, things that you found passion doing, typically is kind of the gifts and the direction that Spirit wants you to tap back into. So being more connected with what you loved to do when you were younger, okay? Also, the second one, this is number 36, turn on your heart light. Oh my gosh. Remember when I said the heart chakra is being activated? Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Okay, and then I'm seeing the hawk spirit, which is right above her, the divine feminine. Oh my gosh. And this is number 9. Okay. So once you learn to turn this heart energy back on, as far as like your heart light, which is, for me, they're kind of giving me that Great Gatsby theme where Daisy had this green light at the far end of, like, I don't know if it was a lake or whatever, but, and the main character would always see the green light, like, you know, across the water, okay, which represents that she was open to receive and everything like that. But all the Divine Masculine could do was just watch from afar. Does that make sense? So it's the connecting of the heart, allowing yourself to receive love in order to give love, that type of thing, okay? Also connecting with feathers, I'm seeing that as well. So a lot of protection energy as well as guidance. Very beautiful, okay? And then the last one right here is the number 32, relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Number 32, which is that 5, okay, that change energy. Ooh. So I see right now there's this higher self or this higher dimensional being, and then I see this 3D being right here who seems quite sad. It's like she doesn't want to play anymore, like she doesn't want to play the instrument anymore. And I see the flowers here have withered down, so I feel like Divine Feminines, you guys are like at the end of your ropes right now and you feel like giving up. But Spirit is saying right now that in order to release that feeling, it's important to start changing the patterns, the things that you do, that the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you think, okay? So it does take strength. It takes a lot of strength to stop a karmic cycle. However, it can be done and it is possible, all right? But it takes for you to be open to look up and notice that you are loved and that you are being guided, and that there's a little Cupid right here. There's a little Cupid waiting for you right in the mirror once you're able to look up and be more open. So raise your head up, okay? Spirit saying we're readjusting that crown right now for you guys. Know your worth, okay? Recognize the patterns that you need to change within yourself as well as the counterpart. So remember, the only thing you can do pretty much is focus on you. You cannot control the other person and what they do and how they heal during their process, okay? So it's saying right now, I know you want to give up right now, but just know that we're here to pick you back up. Okay? Okay. So, go ahead. Okay, wow. So I like how this landed. My Neptune illusion ball landed right on top of the Eight of Swords. So be careful of illusions and falling for illusions, okay? And try not to overthink, all right? When you feel like you're starting to overthink, that's when you should turn off your mind, or at least try to change the pattern on how you overthink. So when you start feeling like those rush of like those thoughts start coming in, possibly try doing something to help change that thought into something else. So kind of like transmutation, okay? So if you feel like you are overthinking, maybe take a walk. If you feel like you're starting to overthink, take a bath. Or if you feel, take a jog, you know, do something different that you normally wouldn't do. That's how you end up breaking that pattern. Also, I'm seeing the star energy, so making sure to shine or turn on your heart light, so don't dim to fit in, okay? Also, the North Star, you know, being true north, leading back home, okay? Recognizing that you're always home. I'm also seeing the feather, eagle feather, again with the emphasis of the hawk spirit and everything like that. You guys are protected and being guided on this journey. You guys are not alone. Also, I'm seeing right here, you guys have archangels coming in right now. I'm also seeing Archangel Shamuel, as well as Archangel Uriel and Ariel. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Raphael. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing all of them. Archangel Gabriel. Oh wow. They're all coming in here. Okay, so you guys are very heavily guided right now. 444, a lot of them are here. Okay. And protecting you and guiding you on this journey, as well as butterfly, which is that new beginning coming in, okay? So being open to that new beginning, as well as transformation. Okay, you guys going through that transformation stage. I'm seeing the conch shell, which is like being open to answering the call, as well as the bell. So this is like my Archangel Gabriel, as well as judgment, as well as answering the call. This is also my cat bells, witch bells, which is protection. Okay. Also music, connecting with the nightingale spirit music. So, and then the river stone, which is all about being under a massive amount of pressure right now in order to form that beautiful stone that you're meant to become, okay? This also, I'm getting 2 shells right here, so connections with the beach as well as Atlantis time period. I'm getting the lock again, so again, we have the missing key. You still have hidden knowledge, things deep within, and I feel like ancient Kemet, pyramids, something having to do with that location in particular is a gridlock point, so something that you can unlock as well. Oh, we got 2 bells, 3 bells actually. Oh my gosh, so emphasis on the hearing of the bells, and this is my twin bells as well. They're like 2 bells. And then I've also stated that I've been seeing dragons as well, so this is like my air energy, so I'm seeing water dragons and air dragons right here, as well as this is the ring. So, oh my gosh, the amethyst ring. So, the crown chakra activation as well as the commitment. And I did mention I was seeing a ring earlier, didn't I? I was like, I'm seeing a ring in my clairvoyant eye, but the fact that the ring wanted to pop out here. In fact, this was not supposed to be within here. This was supposed to be put back into here. So, this wasn't actually supposed to be in here whatsoever. So, I'm actually surprised that this is coming out. I was using this earlier for, a bath and stuff like that, but I don't know why that ended up in my charm box. So there must be a reason for that right now. So there's like a commitment or a gift coming in, a secret gift. That's what I'm seeing right here. So it's divinely guided. Everything's in divine timing, okay? Not on ego timing. So, okay, take what resonates, guys. This is a very beautiful reading, okay? Keep focusing on you. Keep singing to your own tune. Dance to your own tune, Divine Feminines. Don't be afraid to sing and belt out your song, okay? Because Divine Masculines are starting to notice that shit. Okay? And they're watching you. They have a hawk eye on you. I see that for sure. And they have something ruminating or ideas underneath it all. So they're releasing, okay? They're letting go. They're recognizing their own patterns and all of that. So you guys are both mirroring each other in that aspect again. So, all right. Okay. So much love, guys. Stay safe out there. And I shall see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.